To introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Fahim Tonmoy. He's the Director of Sustainability and Climate Change at Deloitte, where he plays a pivotal role at the intersection of engineering and science and policy, supporting policymakers and senior executives to effectively manage climate and natural disasters risk. Not an easy task, Fahim. So Fahim's expertise has led to the successful execution of numerous climate risk and adaptation projects across Australia, Europe, Asia and the Pacific. And notably, Fahim was a key contributor to the development of the methodology for Australia's inaugural National Climate Risk Assessment. So I hope we get to hear more about that. Presently, he offers guidance in 3 states and territories on their climate change risk management efforts. He's earned all sorts of prestigious awards, the New South Wales Coastal Management Research Award, the Australian Coastal Council Research Award, amongst others. And even more importantly, he did his PhD in civil engineering at the University of Sydney. So it's with great pleasure, Dr. Fahim Tonmoy, I welcome you to invite the occasional address.
Thank you, Lisa, for the introduction. It's really great to be back here. Wow, class of 2023. Everyone is looking very serious. You're allowed to laugh, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, friends, and most importantly, the graduates of the best engineering school of Australia, the class of 2023. It is with great honor and a sense of nostalgia that I stand here today as an alumnus of this esteemed institution. When I was asked to deliver this occasional address, after my original flush of excitement mixed with panic, I did what every good engineer would do. And what is that? I began searching in Google, YouTube, ChatGPT, now we're talking. For examples of graduation speeches, I quickly realized that I cannot match the graduation address by Taylor Swift at New York University or by Mark Zuckerberg at Harvard. But I do not give up easily. I tried to remember who was the graduation speaker of my graduation day and what did he say. I found nothing but a blank voice in my head. I don't remember a single thing. So I realized that you will also forget everything I say here today. So the best thing I thought I could do is to hopefully entertain you with some insights from the vantage point of an alumnus who has walked the path you are about to tread. There are a few simple career principles that have helped me over the years. I'm sure your parents have been telling you all this, but hey, let's face it, who likes a lecture from a parent? Whenever I try to teach some life lessons to my 10-year-old, the only response that I get is, "Dad, you don't understand how things work." The first career principle that I want to share with you is never let the fear of failure stop you from chasing your dream. Sounds very cliche, right? But it is true. I can guarantee that each of you will fail at some point in your bright career. But never let that fear of failure to stop you from trying new things that have a purpose and align with what you want to achieve in your life. After my graduation from the top engineering university in Bangladesh, I had a good start in my career. I worked in the construction industry in Bangladesh and also in UK. One day, my mentor, Professor Mafid, told me how Bangladesh is likely to be impacted by climate change, and I found it fascinating. I wanted to work on something that helped to tackle that problem. But a construction engineer wanting to work in the field of climate change seemed ridiculous back in 2007. A perfect recipe for failure. My friends thought I was mad. I applied for my postgraduate PhD study at the Civil Engineering School at the University of Sydney, where I wanted to research a climate change-related topic. I still remember the moment I received the acceptance letter. It was my birthday, and it felt like Christmas, Diwali, Eid all come at once. With only $5,000 in my pocket, my wife Sabrina and I migrated to a new country. Instead of taking a well-paid job in the construction industry, I embarked on a low-paid PhD journey. My PhD supervisor knows how much I struggled. My first journal paper was rejected from 3 journals, but I persevered. Remember, I don't give up easily. And eventually, I managed to graduate with a PhD in civil engineering, focusing on climate change, risk management, and now proudly working in national and international significant projects on climate change. So if I can, anyone can do it. During my time at Sydney Uni, I was introduced to what was then a new concept to me, startups, by Sydney Uni's startup program, Incubate. So emboldened by my graduation from a PhD, I formed a startup with my friend, Dr. Sanani, a fellow graduate from Sydney Uni who graduated from the Faculty of Science. This startup attempted to bring big data and drone technologies to solve climate change-related problems in the agriculture sector. Again, a civil engineer trying to do an agriculture startup. It's a recipe for failure, and we failed. But we learned so much throughout the startup journey. We reached the finals of a national startup competition, made so many contacts and friends, and gained invaluable insights about how to run a business, which is still helping me today. So it wasn't really a complete failure, more an experiment with a negative outcome. So never let the fear of failure stop you from chasing your dream. The second principle that I suggest is be adaptable and resilient. Class of 2023, you have already shown tremendous resilience through the COVID-19 pandemic. Faced with unprecedented challenges, you adapted swiftly to remote learning, demonstrating determination to pursue your education despite the upheaval. Juggling coursework with personal struggles and the anxieties of rapidly changing world, you proved your ability to persevere. You will experience similar challenges in your career as you step outside that door today. Use what you have learned about yourselves in those tough times. Be adaptable and resilient. Third principle is never stop learning. Know even as you graduate today that learning doesn't end here with a degree. It's a lifelong adventure. Your academic journey at the best engineering school of Australia has equipped you with a solid foundation. But the world is a dynamic and evolving place. Seek opportunities for growth, whether through formal education, mentors, or self-directed exploration. The most remarkable stories are written by those who never stop learning. The final career principle is to enjoy the ride of life. One of my favorite quotes is, "Life is a preparation of a drama that will never be staged." A fulfilling career is not only reaching the destination, it's about savoring the journey. Your career is a part of your life's adventure, so make it a ride worth cherishing. Take time to appreciate the experiences, learn from setbacks, and build meaningful relationships. I really learned this during a major setback in my career. I was working in Australia's National Climate Change Adaptation Research Facility and running some important and impactful projects. Then, some of our national politicians made a major breakthrough that climate change is not real and it doesn't require investment. So the research center was defunded, and I was jobless for 3 months with significant mental stress. Looking back now, that time was important in teaching me a very tough life lesson. Those 3 months, as well as job hunting, I should have spent more time with my mates and enjoy the ride of life. So in summary, never fear failure. The world is constantly evolving, and your ability to adapt will be crucial to your success. Be open to new opportunities. Take calculated risks. Never stop learning. And enjoy the ride of life. And today and going forward, be proud of your achievements at Sydney University. Enjoy your celebrations today with those important people that have helped you to realize this achievement. Looking back, I can say with certainty that the education I received here has underpinned my success. I am sure when you look back on your career, you will feel the same. Congratulations, class of 2023. I look forward to witnessing the remarkable impact you will make on the world. Good luck out there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Tonmoy. You may not be Taylor Swift, but I think we can all agree that that was an incredible occasional address. Thank you very much. And I think you all now have a challenge to remember who actually did your occasional address. So you need to remember the name Dr. Fahim Tonmoy when you're looking back on your graduation ceremony in 20 years' time. So that brings us to the end of the formal part.